I feel the master. I feel them. Y'all ready? They ready? Well, come on. Well, come on. Y'all ready? They ready? We ready? We ready?
Give me 1 minute. Let's continue with the lesson. Alright guys, let's go ahead and pull out that unit circle. Everyone pull out the unit circle that I gave you. Let's pull out your homework so we can do a couple from there. If you don't have the homework, I'll give it to you in a minute. Let's just continue with the lesson. Alright, what I want to do first is I want to take it back again to algebra or pre-algebra. And I would like to have 2 volunteers. So pull out your unit circle or your paper plate, whichever one you have first. Paper plate's right here. Right? Remember what I said about studying? You're on that football field. Your coach calls timeout. You can pop out this unit circle. You can be studying during timeout. Now, ain't that something? Alright, now let's take it back to pre-algebra and algebra 1. And hopefully you guys can solve for this. I'm not going to say x. I'm going to say a different letter. So let's say 7r minus 21 equals 14. Somebody solve for this variable for me. Come on up here and solve it. And somebody else can do this one. 2x minus 10 is equal to, I'm just going to guess and say 20. How about that? This is from pre-algebra or algebra 1. I don't remember. But everyone should be able to do this. The concept here is to isolate, or in other words, get what by itself? The variable. The variable. Okay, Mr. Brown did a very good job. He added 21 on both sides. Very good. There you go. Excellent. Okay, let's go over them. He added 21 on both sides. What happened here? Cancel. So some of y'all have to see that line. That's fine. He got 7 4 is equal to, he added those and he got 35. What was the next step, even though he didn't show it? He divided by 7. There are some of you all that need to see that step, and that's fine. Some of you all don't need that step. That's also fine. So when you divide it, you get r is equal to 5. Here, what did she do? Added 10 to both sides, and she got 2x is equal to 30. Then, see, you see how she showed it, and he didn't. She needed it. So 2x equals 30, divide by, and you get what? Very good. So let me ask you again. We isolated what on both examples? The variable. In trig equations, we're going to isolate the what? Not the variable, but the trig. Very good. So let's redo the first one from yesterday to warm up ourselves. Okay, we're going to do that. I know we did it yesterday, but we'll do it again today as a warm-up. Alright, so we got example 2 sine of x minus 1 is equal to 0. Alright. Mr. Harmon, look at what you did over there, or look at what Mr. Brown did over there. We're going to apply what we did in algebra to trig. What is the first step? Very good. Add the 1 to the other side. So you're left with 2 sine of x is equal to what? 1. Now, the next step is what? What happened here? We're going to apply this concept to this one in pre-count. So what are we going to do? Divide by 2. Whatever we do to one side, we do to the other. What happens here? Cancels out, leaving you with sine of x is equal to 1 over 2. Now at this point, once you have it in this situation, where do you go to? Unit circle. Where on your unit circle is your sine? In other words, what coordinate? Y. Where on your unit circle is your y coordinate? Positive 1/2. Pi over 6. And? Very good. And we're going to add 2 pi n. 2 pi n. Okay? You got it? I know. And then remember towards the end I said let's just drop the minus and let's do the plus. Alright, very good. Let's warm up with that second one. We should be able to go through it quicker. Alright, so example. And we have sine of x plus radical 2 is equal to negative sine of x. We have to collect like terms like in algebra. So Mr. Avalos, what's the first thing I should do? Okay, so I need to get rid of this one, so what do I need to do? Add. So I'm going to add sine of x to both sides. Alright, what happens on this side right here? Cancel out, good. What happens here? Collect like terms. 2 sine. It only becomes sine squared when you're doing what, y'all? Multiplying. Very good. When something cancels, what does that give you on the other side? What's the next step? No, not divide. Remember, look. What do we do here? So we subtract radical 2 on both sides. You get 2 sine of is equal to negative radical 2. What's the next step? Divide by 2. These two cancel, leaving me with sine of x is equal to negative radical 2 over 2. At this point, where do we go? Alright. We go to our unit circle and we're going to ask ourselves, where on the unit circle is the y coordinate negative radical 2 over 2? And that happens at 2 spots. Right, it should be in quadrants 3 and 4, right? So 5 pi over 4 and x equals 7 pi over 4 plus 2 pi n plus. Very good. Can someone give me an explanation from yesterday why it's 2 pi? Why we have that 2 pi? Yes. That's the period of sine and cosine, right? And every time you add the exact same period, you're going to end up at the same one. What is that definition from the first 6 weeks? No. When you continuously add and subtract 2 pi or 360, those are what kind of angles? Come on. First 6. Coterminal. Very good. Very good. That's snack. You want a snack? Come get your snack. See, she remembered the first 6 weeks. Oh, man. Oh, now y'all are awake, huh? All right, let's continue. All right, so we did that one. I want to go back and do this one. Remember I said I was going to come back and do this one? Because of the plus and minus. Now I'm ready to explain to y'all why it's plus and minus. I have to erase 2 boards. Is it that long? Yeah, I think it is. Alright. So we have example, 3 tangent squared of x minus 1 is equal to 0. Mr. Oliver, what's the first thing I should do? So we're going to add 1 to both sides. Very good. What happens with the ones here?
I feel the master. I feel him. Y'all ready?